Streamlining Cloudflare logs to New Relic metrics, a cost-effective approach. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Introduction: Leveraging Cloudflare LogPush for security insights. Maintaining robust security measures becomes crucial as organizations increasingly rely on cloud services. Cloudflare LogPush provides detailed logs of web traffic and security events, offering valuable insights into potential threats. Integrating these logs with New Relic allows for enhanced monitoring and analysis, translating raw data into actionable security metrics. The challenge: managing the cost of log aggregation. While Cloudflare LogPush is a powerful tool, the sheer volume of log data can lead to high log aggregation and storage costs. Managing these costs while ensuring timely and efficient log processing is a critical challenge for many organizations. Solution overview: a streamlined architecture for Cloudflare log processing. To address these challenges, we propose a streamlined architecture that leverages AWS services to process Cloudflare logs and integrate them with New Relic metrics. This approach minimizes costs and maximizes the utility of the collected data. Prerequisites: AWS and Cloudflare access requirements. Before getting started, ensure you have the following: an AWS account with access to S3, Lambda, and IAM, a Cloudflare account with LogPush enabled, a New Relic account with access to the metric API. Setting up Cloudflare LogPush, configuring event delivery to AWS S3. Create an S3 bucket. Set up an S3 bucket in your AWS account to receive Cloudflare logs. Enable LogPush. In your Cloudflare dashboard, configure LogPush to deliver logs to the S3 bucket. Ensure that Cloudflare has the correct permissions to write to the S3 bucket. AWS Lambda configuration. Preparing the log processing function. Create a Lambda function. Set up an AWS Lambda function that will process the logs from the S3 bucket. IAM role and permissions. Assign the Lambda function an IAM role with the necessary permissions to read from the S3 bucket and access New Relic's API. Securing New Relic credentials. Implementing best practices for secret management. Use AWS Secrets Manager to store New Relic API credentials securely. Configure the Lambda function to retrieve these credentials at runtime, ensuring they are not hard-coded. Analyzing Cloudflare events. Extracting actionable security insights. Log parsing. Implement log parsing logic within the Lambda function to extract relevant security events. Filtering and transformation. Apply filters to focus on critical events and transform the log data into a format suitable for New Relic metrics. Metric transformation. Mapping event data to New Relic metrics. Define how specific Cloudflare events should be mapped to New Relic metrics. This involves determining which events are most relevant for security monitoring and how they should be represented as metrics. Lambda code implementation. Integrating with New Relic's metric API code the Lambda function. Write the code to parse Cloudflare logs. Transform the data and send the metrics to New Relic using the metric API. Libraries and dependencies. Ensure all necessary libraries and dependencies are included in the Lambda deployment package. Testing and deployment. Verifying functionality and enabling LogPush. Test the Lambda function. Simulate log events to verify that the Lambda function correctly processes logs and sends metrics to New Relic. Enable LogPush. Once testing is complete, enable Cloudflare LogPush to deliver logs to the S3 bucket. Exploring New Relic dashboards. Visualizing security metrics. Set up dashboards in New Relic to visualize the security metrics. Use these dashboards to monitor trends, detect anomalies, and gain insights into your web traffic and security events. Troubleshooting tips. Resolving common implementation issues. Log delivery issues. Ensure Cloudflare has the correct permissions to write to the S3 bucket. Lambda execution errors. Check the Lambda function's execution role and permissions. API rate limits. Monitor New Relic API usage to avoid hitting rate limits. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.